What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy E.Gray, E36. We're celebrating Juneteenth, baby. E36 style, Unfiltered. We are here at the camp, all right? At the camp. They got the Juneteenth Festival going on today, starting at 12 o'clock. Camp, let us come in here, do a quick interview. We got my man DrayThaDrummer, which will be one of the hosts for today. It's going down, man. E36 be back on the map. Let's go. Let's get it. Come on with me. Make it happen, baby. 36. Don't forget this space. Don't forget this brand, baby. We are here. Yeah.
Okay.
E36 Unfiltered, aka the Unfiltered room with Mr. E.Gray. Introducing all the latest names and the latest news. Hottest take, hit a new face, yet a new sound, but keep it old school. Raw interviews from local athletes, even digging off and entertainment too. Own style, he got his own lane. It's Unfiltered out, we keep it raw, man. New content to keep the people ready. E36, no Jerome, baby. It's real dialogue and real conversations. You keep it real, but we real. Mr. E.Gray in the building. E36 Unfiltered.
Yes, he's here. Let's get it going, baby. E36, we back on the mark. Let's go. What up? What up? DrayThaDrummer, MC, everything else we are, the actor. Yo.
That's what I do, man.
So how things been going, man?
That's been going good, man.
Y'all
Grinding.
ready for the show?
I'm ready. You know I'm always ready, man. I stay ready. I stay like the loaded, man.
I hear you, man. Going down, man. You like we know each other. We've been here.
We know each other, man. It's good to see you, man. But you've been busy yourself too, man.
A little bit, man. Yeah, I'm doing a little something and everything. But yeah, we're this thing rocking it. Everybody, how you doing? It's your boy E.Gray for the E36 Unfiltered live podcast room. We are hopping today. I'm your host, E.Gray. I'm a man in the house. We on site at the camp. DrayThaDrummer, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. It's a privilege to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. Glad to have you in here. Get a chance to finally get you on the platform. We're back ramping things up here. There's no greater weekend than Juneteenth, man.
Juneteenth, man. We here.
Yes.
We here. Juneteenth. This is our celebration. Our holiday.
Yeah, man. You know, so it's been an exciting thing, man, and I'm glad I was able to get this thing jumping off on that time. Man, kind of give a little more accolades about this guy, man. This is a guy that I've known for a few years now. Originally met him, I think at one of the R&B Live before we got started, and then we went over to I think that some spot down University. I forgot the name of a chicken spot or somewhere that we was all chilling out.
Oh yeah. Big Shakes. Big Shakes.
Yeah, Big Shake. That's it. Yeah. Shout out to Big Shake. So got a chance to chop it up a little bit for the first time officially, man. And I know you're DrayThaDrummer, and now you know you get into the acting, and now you in hosting, man, and killing the game in the hosting game, man. So it's like I said, a privilege to have you on, man, and give you your flowers, to salute you, and I'm like, hey, let's go and get him on the platform, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. It's been, like you said, it's been a long time coming. We talked about this years back, but now we finally here.
Yeah.
Work is out the way. Still working, but work is kind of out the way to where we can make this thing happen, man. Appreciate it, man.
Exactly. It's crazy. E36 was so in the early stages at the time, man. Like, and then when things hit with COVID, kind of like, okay, how we gonna revamp this? Having people on site and yada yada, but made it work, man. But anyway, without further ado, like I said, guys, we are here at the camp. Juneteenth Festival. It's gonna be popping off from like 12 p.m. all the way to almost 11 p.m. at night. Like it's going down. All this performance left and right, man. And you are one of the many hosts, but the man of the hour. So tell me, man, how life's been going, man. Starting off with you and just today, man.
I mean, life be lifing, man. I had a post this other week, you know what I'm saying? Because life be lifing. And sometimes you just gotta you gotta be in it to understand where you're going and what you need to do, the lessons you need to learn. So I can't say life is good and I can't say life is bad. Life is lifing, and I'm 6 feet above and not 6 feet below, so I'm good.
Hey, I like that. You know what, man? And that brings into and I'm gonna get to your story and everything, but you broke some out real that I don't want to, just move away from. I want to, this is open forum to talk.
Yeah.
And I meant to say, I saw you had put that post, but I didn't see it till like yesterday, maybe last night. I'm like, damn, my boy Dre, dealing with stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just like
man.
we all are.
Yeah.
Of course, you expound on it or not expound on what that meant in a deeper conversation, but also as to what how do you personally deal with certain things that you're dealing with? Because right now, if I see you on stage, you hype. If you was one last week and it was turned for the DJ night. Oh man, I go, yo, I never seen you in that, and I say, oh, Dre got loose. I was like, yo, my boy getting loose on the stage. That's what I'm talking about. I was excited about it. But you know, right around the corner, bro, you never know, it can be some of your darkest days.
Yeah.
And so for you, like I said, you don't have to go into that post in depth to the specifics, but how do you deal with those ups and downs? How have you learned to manage with those ups and downs?
Man, it's been a process. The fact that we're in men's mental health month and mental health awareness right now, I'm blessed to say I have a community, you know what I mean, or people who show that they down for me. Yeah. People who comes in and give me great words of advice. I definitely take therapy seriously.
Yes,
especially being in the entertainment world. You know, you can't play with stuff like that. Because being in the entertainment world, it can be stressful. It's fun. It's definitely fun. But on the back end of it, it can be stressful, chasing your dreams. So I just like I said, life be life, man. And you got to just take those lessons as they come and understand how to deal with it and not to deal with it. Because sometimes we can make good and bad decisions based off of where we are in the moment. And I just had to, after that post, I just had to sit back and, like somebody said, and just sit in that moment for a little bit to understand where I was at, what moves I needed to make, the right moves I needed to make. And truth be told, I'm a spiritual man. I had to watch God work. Real talk. Yeah. God had to sit me down and was like, okay, I got you to a level. Let me sit you down for a second. Let me get your attention again. You know what I'm saying? Let me let you know that you can't keep doing this without me. So that's one of those moments. That's why I say life be lifing. 6 feet above and not 6 feet below. So I'm still blessed, man.
And it'll teach you something too. Life will teach you. Gotta have opportunities. I say opportunities. You bring it to your life to humble you, know, and show you like, oh, wait a minute, you ain't moving. You moving. I'll let you move a little bit by yourself, but you can't keep on doing it like by yourself like this. And it's a rude awakening. But if you have that, I will say, if you have that foundation of God and you understand how it works, you be more grateful than you are hateful about the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you know what? It's crazy that you say that. The one thing that actually keeps me going, man, is I grew up in the '90s, so I got to watch Cash Money, I got to watch Jay-Z. I got to watch all of them, and then now they're in their 40s and 50s telling their story, and I'm like, bro, y'all look like y'all had it back then
the whole time.
And all of them was like, bro, we was trying to get this contract. We went out there on fake. We was doing, and I was like, okay, bet I'm on the right track then. Because if they telling their story now that they was going through this and it looked like that, it was like, I bet. Let me keep studying when I'm studying. Let me keep working how I'm working. And that break gonna come how it's gonna come when it's time for it to come.
I feel you. You know what? It's so crazy, bro. Like you said that it's gonna come when it's supposed to come. Because like, a lot of times, even in their story, some of them signed bad contracts and had to fight their butt off while we thought they was on cloud 9. They wouldn't get nothing. They were struggling.
Nothing.
And they would do anything to get themselves back out of it and start over from ground zero. Like, look, I got the goods, but I gotta get up out of this. And we had no clue that they were dealing with, you know. But again, that's the beauty of it. They were still yet inspiring us. You know, creating the next DrayThaDrummer, creating the next E36. You know, creating all these up and coming guys like ourselves is doing it. You know, and forward, and it's a crazy thing. Sometimes you don't see it when you're outside of yourself. When you all inside of yourself, better yet, and not looking on the outside, looking in, it can appear like you're constantly in mud. You know, or it takes somebody else to actually want to celebrate what I got going on or something like that. You know, I'm like telling. But people say stuff on the Facebook. 9 times 10, it ain't nothing I ain't put on there. If I had an accomplishment, it's like, baby, hey, have you put it on Facebook yet, baby? I'm like, nah. What you waiting for?
Bro, you better start telling your story, man.
You know, and you're right about that.
Tell your story,
it's crazy, man. But it's so uncomfortable. I need to get comfortable with doing it. But this is why I love this platform.
I listened to a lot of speakers, and this one speaker, I can't remember who said it exactly, but they said, get comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. That's a hell of a saying.
So the uncomfortable part in your life, get comfortable with it, because that portion in your life, once you overcome it, is going to help somebody else. Like another quote. I mean, I love remembering quotes and stuff. It says, your story is not for you.
Facts.
The story that you live in today is not for you. It's to let someone else know that they can too do it. Because they watching you do it.
Love it. I love it.
So now tell your story, big dog. Dude, put it out there.
Real truth. So let's talk about you now, man. Let's move more defining on your journey. So growing up, you now in the scene, man. growing up in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Cowboy fan, guys. It's all right.
It's a religion. You already know it. America's team. America's team.
Where dreams go to die.
No. Where dreams come true, bruh. Look at Dion. Look at Dion, bro. He making dreams come true. He retired to what?
Ravens.
He did retire a Raven.
He retired a Raven. Ravens, or maybe Redskins. Yeah, it was a Raven.
It was a Raven. He did, but he got his last Super Bowl with the Cowboys.
Facts. You got it on that. You got it on there. All right, so moving on, we can talk a lot about Dion, man, with HBCU, what he doing down in Jackson State, and just for the entire
world.
The world, and Pat. But kind of talk about you growing up in Dallas, Texas, man. Did you ever see this in your journey? Did you ever want to be MC? Did you ever want to be a DrayThaDrummer? When did all this stuff kind of grow? What was your upbringing like for you?
Man, that's a heavy question. I can go on with that one. Nah, I didn't see myself doing this. I didn't see myself musician, all that type of stuff. Nah, I didn't see it. Now, however, I grew up in the church, so I grew up singing. My family is a very singing family. Everybody, literally every single person in my immediate family sings. And if you don't sing, they making fun of you.
Yeah, like, what is wrong with you?
That's like you ain't family, right? You adopted or something. Like it's real.
Fact.
It's real. So I grew up singing in choirs and stuff like that. But I was also introduced to people who was in the entertainment world. Like I grew up with radio personalities in my church.
Okay.
I knew a guy that owned a radio station in Dallas, Texas, a gospel radio station that was in my church. My uncle, rest his soul, was a choir director, so he was connected to a lot of musicians and movers and shakers in the black church, black community, and different stuff like that. So I was always around church and around people who was doing stuff outside of church.
Yes.
So I just never knew the level of influence and how it would hit me later on in life, chilling at the radio station or popping up somewhere and seeing a church member be a part of the street team and different stuff like that. With a radio station, a very popular radio station in Dallas, Texas, and just seeing that personality grow from where he started from to what he's doing now. So it's just like, nah, man, truth be told, my dream, my passion, my hard work was all going for basketball, man.
Oh, yeah?
All basketball, bro.
Okay.
Like when I say that was the end all be all, I wasn't going for nothing else but basketball. But
so you had some skills back in the day?
Yeah, man. I still got them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gone nowhere. They ain't gone nowhere. Some people hate this left hand, man. They hate. Oh,
you a lefty? That's nasty. Now lefty not gonna be a problem. Like y'all, cause y'all angles is so like, wait, what? You lefty? Yeah.
And I like to shoot, bro. I like to shoot. That's my dizzle.
Okay, so you was a mid-range guy. You was Steph Curry.
All of it, mid-range and 3-pointers, man. Just give me the ball, man. Just give me the ball, and I'm gonna let them go.
You ain't like to get touched though, did you?
I don't care about contact.
Hey.
I mean, I don't like getting fouled though, but I don't care about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you playing aggressive, I'm gonna match it.
Okay, you match the aggressive. I'm just making sure, I know we was 80s babies, but we also in the 90s, shot a little rough play and all that joint, but then now the 2000s, it ain't tick-tack. The skill set is on point. Shout out to the Boston, not the Boston, but Boston Celtics for making it a year earlier than I thought they would, and shout out to the Warriors, man. Ring number 4, Steph Curry.
The Ohio boys got 4. LeBron and Steph, they got 4.
Facts. And LeBron's still the GOAT. Don't get it twisted.
That's why you my man.
Don't put Steph up there.
That's why you my homie right there.
I had thought that looked shameless plug in there. So I heard somebody put some foolishness on the book talking about he got 4 with one team, LeBron got 4 with 3 teams, but he didn't in less time span. Yo, stop all this, man. Stop.
LeBron is a businessman. He's changing the game of the NBA. People don't even know it. That's why he's a billionaire right now, still playing.
Hey, for life. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let me get back on the subject topic, man. We're getting going. So, real quick, guys, making sure again, like I said, man, go ahead and hit this like and subscribe button. Don't play with it. Get it going, man. Come holler at us, man. E36 is going to be dropping all type of interviews coming up soon. Don't forget it. If you want to come on here, hit us in the inbox, man. Check the story and make it happen. All right. So anyway, get it back to now. You kind of seem like you really didn't see this happening. And
not at all.
Basketball was your love growing up. Well, I ask you this question: who did you imitate in your mind? Who was the player that you wanted to imitate and model your game after?
So I was a different player, man. I imitated a lot of players. Like I love the mindset. I love the mindset of Jason Kidd as a point guard.
Okay.
I love the shots that Michael Redd used to take because he was a left-handed person.
It went to the Bucks.
You know what I'm saying? And then the hustle and the grit and the no back down from AI. That was my mentality. And then like the finesse and the low key trash talking, but the aggressiveness of Jordan. It was, you know what I'm saying, and then the flashiness of T-Mac and Tracy McGrady and stuff trying to do stuff. But I was a shooter though, so I used to watch Iverson the way he used to shoot, Jordan how he would do his mid ranges, the Kobe, that number 8 Kobe, the number 8 Kobe. You know what I'm saying? How they used to get to their point. So
with the baby fro.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So those are the people that kind of molded my mindset to basketball and to my game to where I just pick my poison. Like I score when I want to score. You don't know where my spots are at. Like there's spots on the court that I know that I'm gonna hit anytime I shoot the shot. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. That's what's up, man. Yeah, you gotta. I mean, you grew up in an era. You gotta have Jordan imitation some level. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't, you tripping.
Yeah, that's how I got. Like, come on, stop playing. Y'all gotta have Jordan there. So, like I said, now you saw that yourself as more that basketball player. But you know, when did the drums start coming to play? Because they came into play before the MCing, of course. So when did the drummer to be, kind of found his niche outside of it? Was it kind of due to like, man, I can't sing like my family, but and I ain't gonna be an outsider, so I gotta find some way to set myself apart to be a part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? How did that even start with you on that?
Oh man, so it goes all the way back. So I took the singing thing seriously for a while, and I was in choirs that did recordings. I was in groups that did recordings, and it was one group. Like I put a lot of time in when I was a senior in high school, and we was traveling all the time, and it just never came about to something. And I was like, this singing life ain't for me. The grit of singing is just too much, and you really don't get a lot coming from the grit that you put into the music. You don't know if people going to show up to the church, and during that time it was gospel I was singing. So you don't know if people was coming to the church to show up. Promotions was not like promotions today. When it comes to church and stuff, it was literally by word of mouth and who is these people. So I was like, nah, I gotta change it. So I went to the dude and I was like, hey, I want to play the drums, and he was like, can you play? I was like, I think I can. I didn't have no lessons, man. Like,
I think I can.
No, for real. Like this is all facts, bro. This is all facts. And he looked at me and he said, you know this song? Play the song. And when I say my man was yelling at me the whole time, my man was yelling. He was mad, man. He was like, nah, bro, I can't get you to play the drums. So I was like, all right, bet. Can I come here and practice every day?
Yeah.
And he was like, if that's what you want to do. So he would literally pick me up from school, and I go straight to his church, and I'll just play music and sit there and try to imitate it until I got a little groove to where I was like, okay, that's what a beat sounded like. Okay, this feels good to me. Oh, I like doing this. I like doing that. Then I started meeting other drummers, started meeting more drummers. I was invited to live recordings and got to see the behind the scenes stuff with live recordings and different stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I can fall in love with this side of music. Like this my niche right here, playing the drums and stuff. So I started taking it way seriously and trying to do what I do, and trying to imitate other people. That then the music thing, playing the drums, had that moment where you got to find yourself in music too.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of trying to lick like everybody else, trying to do the chops like everybody else. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
Struggle, though. That can be a struggle.
Bro, that's a whole struggle, because every piano player has their different style that they want. Yeah. And every piano player has a thing that they want to hear. And if you don't hit it, you may not get that call back, bro.
No. He don't just hit it right. He don't know the licks from right, the lick,
bro. And they talk about that stuff. So
facts.
So it that's how the drums came about. And then I got to college, and basketball wasn't panning out. Basketball said, this ain't it, bro. Like,
so you went to college on basketball?
Nah, I didn't go to college on basketball. I got invited to do some things from a lot of schools that people would have never thought was looking at me, and I thought they weren't looking at me because I went to private schools and stuff like that. But I guess somebody was putting my name out there. I don't know. But the letters that I was getting, I was like, how did they know?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I told my family, was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the school. And my family was like, nah, bro, that's not a school for you, man. We need you to have a better spiritual relationship. This school ain't for you. It was an HBCU school, but that was like, nah, we want you to go to this other HBCU school. And I was like, dang, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
So I get out here and go to this HBCU school. I talking to the AD, talking to the coach, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, yeah, we know who you are, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we heard about you and stuff like that. Come to try out. I'm like, try out? Like, why do I need to try out for if you already know who I am and what, you know what I'm saying, what I could possibly offer or whatever. But, you know, it was coming out, well, your size, you're kind of undersized for a guard, and the guard that I got coming in is this, that size. So I was like, I don't care, put me up against him. You know what I'm saying? I got a bad knee and everything, and I'll still hold my own. That's my mindset.
Yeah. But
basketball was like, nah, that's not the story. This not you, bro. This not you. So I needed work. I needed money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't grow on trees, baby. You got to get it.
And I'm in college. So I was like, the one thing that I always remembered that this dude told me, he said, churches will always be open. Church is going to always need a musician.
Facts.
No matter what level you on, church is going to always need a musician. So I took that and always held that in my back pocket. And I met a friend of mine, and a friend of mine from back home knew that I could play the drums, because we used to doing camp anytime or stuff like that. I'll be like, yeah, but let me get on the song. I know this song. Let me play this song. So he was like, hey, man, you trying to play for a church? I was like, yes. And he put me on. So that's how, you know, so I've been playing at that church and started playing around town at different churches. So I needed a tag.
Look, bro,
and that's when you started, you know, drummers, I say about maybe 10, 12 years ago, drummers started branding themselves. So I was like, I need a tag. So I was like, I play the drums. Everybody know me for playing the drums. Hey, I'm DrayThaDrummer.
DrayThaDrummer, baby.
There it is. That's how it came about, man.
I like that, bro. You know, somebody, you may not even know this. I'm a drummer. I'm a passionate. I love playing drums. Well, I would say that I'm a past drummer. I don't currently play. Haven't really played. I just play my pop church. Man, all my life I was 7 years old.
See?
That's Pat. I was nasty with it too. Now, oh my God.
Hey, you playing with Pat? I already know it. You playing with Pat? I already know it.
I was nasty at it, but like I said, sports kind of took a precedent over that. And after when the college and everything, when the UA, it kind of faded. I would play sometime here and there. I came into another great church that played, had hella musicians, so I would kind of dip and dab a little bit in there. But like you said, some of that passion, some of that ability to get in the drum set and drive, because that bass, you hit that bass drum, you become the heartbeat. Everything that's going on, you know what I'm saying? And you can make the people bob. You can make the people slow down. Everything. You got so much more impact, I feel, when you're on the drum.
Exactly.
You get that lick going. It's driving the whole crowd. It's driving the choir. Everything. Whoever you playing with, the band. Everybody feeling like, yo, we want this cat.
That's why I fell in love with it.
Amongst
other reasons.
Yeah, it did have its benefits. But we gonna start, you know, we gonna leave that alone.
Hey, bro, that's why I'm DrayThaDrummer, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
I say what people don't want to say.
Especially in them younger days, boy. That was.
I say stuff people don't want to say.
You and the owner was worse. Us are the organ players. I don't know the keys. I think the drummer.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you who it is. I'm gonna tell you in this order. It's the piano player. It's the organ player for real.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Then it's the bass player.
Yeah, the bass.
That's the true assassin of the band.
Okay.
The bass player is the assassin of the band, because he don't never say nothing.
He's the silent assassin. You don't have to. He
don't never say nothing, bro. But they be he never say nothing, nothing, and the bass player be nothing, and then it's the drummer. That's only because we the last ones leaving, unpacking, packing up everything. So we got to get everything together. So everybody shoot that shot then.
So you ain't have a strategy. You see, when I do playing, you gotta have your homies with you. You know what I'm saying? To be a liaison, yo. I'm gonna go pack up a little bit. Forget that house. No, Anyway, we moving on. Had a great time, man. That's back in the day. Way back in the day. So now, when you come into the MCN, man, and I remember you talking. Let's talk about some of the valleys, man. The peaks and the valleys. You know what I'm saying? I remember when we were sitting down talking at Big Shakes, and you were like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's a minute where I didn't know what I was gonna do. You know, things were going great. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was thinking that this was gonna pan out, that was gonna pan out, and it's gonna kind of tell how you end up falling into the MC. Because the first time I heard you MCing was R&B Live. I'm sure that wasn't the first time, but that's the first time I had caught wind of you. But you talk about some of the times where it was challenging for you, man, when the money wasn't right, when the situation wasn't great for you. Talk about some of that journey, man, and how you evolve into where you at now with MCing all over.
Oh man, that's literally a threefold question, because it literally happened in order. So there's a part that's in there that most people don't even realize. So like, and I'll tie it all together. So if it seems like I'm talking a little bit, my bad, but I know he'll probably edit it a little bit so we can make it go.
Good. We want all of it.
All right, bet. So this how it is. So when I was playing the drums, I would get invited to a lot of things. I traveled with this group. I done traveled out to Seattle. I done traveled to New York. I traveled to some places playing the drums, and I would always be behind the scenes playing the drums, be like, man, why did this dude say that? Like, the crowd didn't react to it, or he should have said this right here, or dang, it could have been a little bit hyper on this end, or something like that. So I'm taking mental notes like that and stuff. So I'm like, man. So I'll be back there doing my own little thing, and because I'm in church, I like to imitate people. So I'm imitating people in my head and stuff like that. So I just started doing that, and then it came to the fact to where drums started slowing down. So I'm like, man, I need something. I need to rebrand. What I need to do. So I met up with this guy, and he was a DJ. And he was a DJ out in the city, and he did a lot of remotes for a very prominent radio station. So I was like, hey man, can I learn from you? Hey man, anytime you need some help, you know what I'm saying, let me know, because we started working on a very huge project together here in the city. And we got teamed up together, and after we got teamed up together, we started building a cool friendship and stuff like that. So I was like, hey man, anytime you need some help, just call me. I ain't got no job or nothing, so just, and he was like, yeah man, anytime I have a remote, I'll shoot you something from when I get paid, just help me set up and stuff. So I was like, all right, bet, say less. So he would literally call me, I'll help him set up, he would teach me how to DJ, and then he's a Latino guy, and this is the twist, this is the plot twist of the whole story. So he got on the mic one day, and he switched his voice, and I said, and I looked at him, I said, bruh, where did this come from? And he just started looking at me crazy. And I was like, nah, bro, like, I don't mean to say this any kind of way, but I was like, bro, you a Latino dude, and you just switched it up, and you just sounded totally different.
Authentic with it, too.
Bruh. So I'm like, man, what'd you do? He was like, man, I just played my voice a little bit. So he was like, here, try it. And just gave me the microphone and had me MCing while he was DJing. And he'll be like, nah, pick another voice. So I'll go through another voice. He said, all right, that's all right. Work on it. Get another voice. So I kept doing it. So he dropped me this gig, and I was DJing at this restaurant. And he was like, hey, you want to be the trivia guy? I was like, sure. So he was like, all right. So I started practicing my voice over there. So it was one day this guy came up to me and with one of my voices and everything, and he was like, yeah, I don't like that voice. It sounds like you in a strip club. I was like, dang. So I was like, man, I need to find a voice, man.
Let's go.
Nah, we're coming to the stage. Question number 2, round 1. You know, that type of stuff. He was like, man, it sounds like you in a strip club. I feel like I'm in a strip club stuff. I was like, dang, man, let me find this voice. So when I was at that restaurant, I was able to get a lot of practice in with DJing, working with music, all that type of stuff, working the crowd, getting crowds reaction, and doing, people that do trivia know, like, if you ain't hitting, you ain't hitting. But it would be packed in there. People by that time would be, woo, yeah. I was like,
on trivia, they turn
right, and I'm like,
let's get serious now.
I was like, okay.
Is this in this area still?
Yeah. So this was pre-COVID, when this was happening. But the restaurant don't do trivia like that no more. But I was like, okay, I'm getting a niche at this thing. So the CEO, shout out to Ryan Felton, came up to that restaurant one day. And he was like, hey man, I need a DJ. So I was like, all right, bet, I'll come to your show and I'll DJ your show. And then he was like, bet. So after I did that, we had a sit down meeting, and then we talked for a second, and I presented to him, you know what I'm saying, what I could possibly offer to his brand and stuff like that, and we can work together. And he was like, oh man, this might be what I really need. So think about, maybe you think it was 3 weeks to a month later, he hit me up and was like, do you host and DJ? I was like, nah, bro, I don't do both. If I'm DJing, I'm DJing.
Okay, so I didn't know about the DJing side.
Yeah, man. Okay, that's the undertow. That's why a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, when I'm doing Mix Madness and working with a lot of DJs, I know what's up, because I actually DJ. I know the mix and the talking times and stuff like that. So he hit me up and he was like, man, I need a host. Can you host for me? And I was like, man, I don't like public speaking like that. You know what I mean? And this was before, like, I knew my worth, but I was shy to show it because I didn't know if people will accept it.
But and that's the biggest fear. That's the
facts.
Fear. Yeah, that's the big fear. It's perfect. Like you can't. And when you think of a radio voice or personality host, it's your voice.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, yo, quickly off the top, it's Unfiltered. So yo, still quit playing. Drop on some Dre shit, man. Drop one of the quick Dre boys. Y'all check it out. Dre, the drummer coming to the stage. Here he is. Let's go.
Jack. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Dre the Drummer here, right here on E36. Check us out. I know you're not ready, but you're going to get ready. It's Juneteenth. Come rock with your boy. Follow me on all social media outlets: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I do not entertain you. I just give you something to think about on a daily basis. Stay locked in. Stay focused. Let's get it.
That is. Look at that skill set, man. That's it. I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
And they actually just got the switch because they been hearing me talk, and then they can hear the switch to the radio.
I was just gonna say, you got the switch like that. It's something you do something with it. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is something. So I'm about to train people how to do that, man.
Yes, yeah, you need to do that.
It's a skill.
So drop some jewels, man, for the people, man. How do you continuously? It's talking about, I guess, the drive. And of course, you know, when you put out a good product, people hear that product, they're gonna want to jump on that product. Hey, I need you to host mine, this and that. What do you feel has been your defining secret or antidote to you continue to grow and develop and keep on getting booked? And also, I guess finding the right words, bro. Like, how did you? Because you said you're not a public speaker, so you want to get into that.
Yeah.
And you said, or you had that fear. How did you overcome it? That's a question. How did you overcome it, man? And what has been your ingredient to continue to grow so that doesn't creep back into you?
Man, it's literally my life story. So since you got my life story, I can plug in everything now. So I take the basketball mindset.
Okay.
You know, into the entertainment game.
Showtime.
So when I'm on stage, I'm hot. I'm shooting threes. Give me the ball. The offense is running through me.
Yes.
I am the offense right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or football. You know what I'm saying? Pass me the ball. I dare you to pass me the ball. I'm gonna intercept that mug.
Give me the rock.
Give it to me. Yeah. That's my mindset. And then, you know, going through the things that I went through in life, it gave me the words. It caused me to study.
Okay.
It caused me to look at myself. It caused me to really start reading. Because as you read, words start coming to you. Your mind remember things you don't even think you remembering. And then once you get on stage, you'll be like, oh man, that did flow. Oh man, that did. And then, you know, I take the music thing too, because everything is a cadence. I'm also a drummer.
Yep.
So everything is a cadence. I got a personal BPM. I you know what I'm saying, how you sing, like how you enunciate the words, how they coming out on beat or not on beat, the flow of it, the timing of it, like all of that counts. Like if you're talking to music, are you talking faster than the music? Are you half timing the music that you're talking over? All that type of stuff I'm thinking about at one time while I'm on stage working and everything like that.
I love it, man. So let me check this out. So so the music, because we know the music drives it, and everything you do is based off the music that you be hosting with people. So did you automatically come with a different type of mindset when you're doing an R&B live, where it's gonna be more slower tempo versus DJ night? Do you automatically prepare even from the down to your dress, to how you're gonna be dressing for that time?
Most definitely.
And your heightness, your level, or the type of crowd that you can expect.
Yes, most definitely, man. Like people visualize before they hear.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So if you're not dressed to a part, they're not gonna listen to you.
Yeah, you know, have a hell of a battle getting them if you do.
Facts. So when it comes down to, like you said, I prepare days in advance. To make sure I'm giving the energy that needs to have. Because my number one thing is I'm saving somebody's life tonight. That's my number one goal. Somebody came here and probably want to commit suicide or something like that when they leave, or harm themselves or something. I want to change their mindset to where they forget that and they leaving here a different person.
Yeah. Nice and heavy. You know, I think if you take it to that level of seriousness, you're never gonna disappoint.
Never.
You're never gonna give you're never gonna, they say half-ass it.
Never.
You'll come with it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe in half-ass. If you play sports, you can't half-ass nothing.
But that's one thing. Like in my life, my training, with everything that I'm doing, the acting, bro. I'm like, I'm not gonna step on the stage. I'm not gonna step in front of on that set and I'm half doing it? No, but you finna get 110. If it's 120 needed, I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna find a way, hosting, whatever it may be, training, you know, as that, because that is, it's ingrained in you.
Yeah.
How you do one thing is how you do everything. You know, and I truly believe that down to the core of me of how that works, man. And so every time I see you on the stage, it's like, okay, he bringing it. Okay, cool, he bringing it again. I like, you know, no matter if it's on the stage from 1 to 8, you know what I'm saying?
Consistency is key, no matter how tired I am, man.
And you love it. I love it. And it's to be commended and appreciated, man. Because like I said, you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
You never know what opportunities out there. What other big guys looking out there? Like, okay, we're gonna take him to a big stage. Let's go take him over. He's ready for that. You know what I'm saying? That's literally how it works, man. So let's dive into another one, man. Another gift that you have jumped off into is your acting now, man. You done jumped off into the acting game, man. You know,
I did.
Share with us what was the inspiration to transitioning into that field. And shout out before we do that. The school he's talking about, y'all, we shot around here in Huntsville, is Oakwood University, man. Oakwood University, man.
Yes.
I met so many people from Oakwood, man, that have no clue that became to my pops, you know what I'm saying? Because I just been here for about 4 or 5 years now. About 5 or 6 years I've been in Huntsville now. So, you know, I was kind of new to how impactful Oakwood was, how the brand was, how much they brought to the city, and also
into
now
the world, man.
Yeah,
like, Oakwood has a stamp in the world, literally.
Like people come from all over to come to this school. I'm like, where you from? California? Where you from? Texas? Where you from? New York? Like, what?
I go further. Where you from? Guyana? Where you from? Italy? Where you from? France? Where you from? Bermuda? Where you from? Like, the list goes, bro. The list goes.
And y'all got some very, very historic people come out of there. You talking about Joe, Brian McKnight,
Take 6.
Well, Take 6.
Vito.
Going back to a freaking legend, Little Richard.
You got Vito coming out of there, man. Committed.
Okay. Yes.
Man, we got so many names, man. Producers, man. It's crazy, man. Mick Jenkins.
Yes. Okay.
The list goes, man.
Drop those jewels. Yeah. I love it, man. But like I said, so you guys have plenty of inspiration to be around and see. But what kind of sparks you into your acting, and who are some of your people that inspired you to do that, and now they are your inspiration as well?
Man, believe it or not, man. So you the first person that's getting this type of story ever.
Yes, sir.
This type of story, you the first ever. So I'm glad it's with you than not anybody else.
Fact.
But like, I tell anybody, man, like, I'm building my career off the backs of people who did it before me, man.
Yes.
Like your Tom Joyner Morning Show, man. I used to listen to them all the time. The Steve Harvey Morning Show, I still listen to them all the time. Your Ricky Smiley Morning Show, I listen to him all the time.
Yeah.
But I used to how I saw them go from Kings of Comedy doing that tour, and then the next thing I know, Steve Harvey comes out with a TV show. DL comes out with a TV show. But before all of that happened, they was all on the Steve Harvey show.
Yes.
And then they made their appearances on the Steve Harvey show. Then DL does his, and then Ricky Smiley does his and does his appearances in so many movies and stuff like that. And I kept following that, and then pops up Jamie Foxx coming from church musician. With an athletic background,
facts.
Living in Texas.
He's one of my inspirations as well.
And then I see him, and then I was like, then he came out with his TV show. And then he kept doing it. He never made it with his music, but my man had albums out. And when I started looking at his album, I was like, why is this not on the radio?
Platform.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't hear none of his music on the radio for real growing up, but he would always play it on his show. So I was like, and you know, I kept studying that, and then I seen him on Any Given Sunday. And after Any Given Sunday, I saw Jamie Foxx start hosting different things. So I was like, okay, being a personality, you got to be open to the whole circumference of everything. So I can't be closed, to the whole art. So I got to study every single thing, because my personality might lead me to some type of role, because every role that every person that I named played an important part. Their personality was that role. So I was like, I gotta add that to my package, so I can be a whole package deal like that. So I just stand on the backs of the people that did it before me, man.
I love it, man. I love it. So I know you have done some voiceover. Your voice has led you to be able to do some voiceovers. God of Dreams. You know, got a dreams. Who's gonna play with me? Right man, wrong time.
A lot of people don't know about God of Dreams. How did you know about that?
Don't worry about it.
A lot of people don't know about that. That's one of my secret hidden jewels right there, man. I hold a lot of pride, and that was one of my secret hidden jewels right there, man. Because shout out to the Isabel brothers on that one, man. Because that movie is making a lot of moves right now.
Yes, but because I mean, it's your voices for it, man. Your voices for it. So you got that. You just recently did the one on the last weekend. I had one. What's the name of it? Help me out with it.
It was in the theater. Murder Mystery.
Murder Mystery. Okay, yeah, Murder Mystery. So you know, you kind of dive more off into it. And I remember when you came to me, it's like, hey, man, you know, look into this acting, man. Like, what are they really do? You know what I'm saying? And once again, one of the moments, like, oh, okay, it has to be, you know, and drop the jewels that I knew to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Because the game is free. You know what I'm saying? The hustle's earned. You got to earn the hustle on your own. I can put it out there for you. So I'm like, I get those calls at least twice a month, if not more. So it's like, all right, here you go. You know what I'm saying? And the ones, and I always look back on the ones I do it. I put it out there. See what you gonna do with it.
Yeah.
I can't make you do it, because that's a whole other level right there. But to see you do it and take advantage in your own time, and sometimes it don't happen right away. You know, things happen. People got lives going on. But to see eventually get into it, that's also when I started really getting proud about it. Like, okay, you know what? That's what's up. Not that I made it happen. I had to do it, but I'm glad I was able to get the information to be able to help them to drive into their dream, further into their destiny. Because what is for you is for you. Yeah. Point blank, period. You know, somebody can have what I'm supposed to have. Ain't nobody can have the stage that you're gonna have if you're supposed to have it. You know what I'm saying? The appointments, all these things locked down. But anyway, when I saw you get into it, I'm like, okay, my dog's doing this thing. And then the stage play. That was your first stage play, right?
First ever stage play ever, man.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that I respected so much about you, and what's my dude's name? Chill City.
Yeah.
Seeing the ability and the desire to get better, to be more and more, and I think I saw you right before my eye. You start to see the transformation and even tap into another part of yourself that DrayThaDrummer. That it wasn't gonna work for DrayThaDrummer, it wasn't gonna work for the MC. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. It's a whole nother. This I gotta find that whole alter ego that may not even really be me, or I don't think it's me, but I gotta find it. You know, the role you play, you had to find that anger, over the top. That they ain't want MC for us or none of that.
They did, and it was very adamant about.
Red's what? No, that ain't gonna work.
That ain't
gonna work, player. We need something else. Come on, that ain't gonna work. You know, and you know, you were looking for jewels and stuff, man. You know, one thing I always try to drop a little bit, and I saw you week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about I saw you standing and be upstanding, because it was something like, you know, a couple of weeks in, he's like, no, I need a little bit more. And every time you would come back with more, or even in that moment, you'll come back with, all right, we'll do another text, we'll do this more. I'll be like, hey, Dre, you know, I ain't gonna say I was taking anything major. I'm like, hey, you know, take this angle, give you a better stance, be more aggressive, a little bit, you know, small little things, whatever. There's things that I just learned, and you would have been able to apply, you know what I'm saying? And that for me lets you know, okay, now he understands what it really takes and how valuable the training is, you know what I'm saying? And also how to apply it, because you can get trained, but until you have to be put in that fire to really have to execute it, it's a totally different ball game, you know, especially when you got people watching you at the same time as well, you know, or you got the pressure of other cats getting it, and you feel like, God dang it, okay, you know, because we all, if you're in the acting industry, been in it long enough, you are going to encounter that.
Yeah.
So either you're going to rise to it or you're going to sink in it. And glad to say, man, you rose in it, man, you know, so I was proud of that moment, man, seeing that with you, bro.
Man, I appreciate it, man. It just goes back to that saying I think people take lightly today, man, is understanding the assignment. You really got to understand whatever assignment that is given. You got to understand it to the fullest so you can bring it to life.
I couldn't agree more, man. I couldn't agree more. So, if we're going to wind this thing on down, I want to drop a few things that's out there for you, man. So, tell me, man, what do you see, you know, for Dre, man? What do you see your horizon going, and you know, just where you are?
Man, I'm ready to take this thing wherever it's supposed to be going, man.
Yeah.
The city of Huntsville is home. Yeah. I love it here. I love the people that's moving down here to Huntsville.
One of the best cities in America to move to. Yeah,
big facts.
I'm just saying.
And it's crazy enough that it's still a family city, though.
Facts. Yeah.
Even though we're building up as an entertainment city and everything like that, a music city, a music hub, it's still a family atmosphere out here. Yeah. The hard work and grit is real. The people are gonna be people, but we still got some really great personalities, really great people, and just to be a part of what we building here from the ground up, and all the things that are coming my way, it's humbling. Yes. Because again, I did not see myself being here, man. Yeah. I did not see myself. I knew at some point I probably would be, you know, famous, known, whatever you call it, or whatever that may be, but I didn't think it was to this magnitude of where it's going to. When you get personalities that come to your city, or other content creators that come to your city, and people want to make sure y'all introduce to each other. And then when someone already say, "Oh yeah, I already know who you are," that's a whole nother feeling, man, and it's just humbling. So it keeps me energized, it keeps me ready to work, keeps me on my toes. Facts. Because just like as soon as it's given, it can be taken away. Yeah. So I cherish every time I'm on stage. It might be my last time, so I just cherish every moment, man. Just make sure I stay in there, because sometimes I can get too far off in the future, or I can get too far off in the past. In that moment, man. So I realized staying in that moment is so heavy. It's so needed. It's so wanted that people can understand. People see when you're in the moment. Like, most people don't. They be like, "Dre, why don't you have a lot of pictures?" I be like, "Bro, I don't have time." Just make sure I stay in the moment, man, because that moment is always needed, and your audience definitely know when you're in that moment, and they appreciate you more for staying in that moment. I love it, man. That's it right there, guys. So anyway, we're gonna go close this thing down. Like I said, man, it's been a great interview. We've been on site, Epic Camp, man. E36 Unfiltered. We're gonna have the Juneteenth festival going on here, guys, hosted by your man DrayThaDrummer. We'll be out here, I hope, with another level of host of entertainers, guys, out here. Good music, food, drinks. You know what I'm saying? Just celebrate, man, freedom, baby. That's what we got here. You know what I'm saying? E36, you see it with the Juneteenth shirt. I'm prepared for this, guys. Anyway, go ahead and subscribe on our page, guys. YouTube, E36 Unfiltered. We're going to be releasing these things coming out, guys, back to back to back. Just have a good time. If you want to be on the show, I'll let them. You know what I'm saying? We may make it happen. See what's going on, all right? Other than that, guys, signing off one last time. Dre, let us know where we can find you at on social media outlets, man. Man, before I go, man, I just want to give a huge shout out to you, man. I respect you fully as an artist, musician, a hard worker, an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? And you're right, man. And I know we're going to be working together soon again on the acting side of things. I already know it's coming, man, because we had a great time working together on the play and everything, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And to everyone looking at E36, I just want to leave y'all with this. Don't quit. And that's a very, very, very favorite poem of mine, man. So if you don't know what that poem, go look up that poem. Some say they don't know who wrote it, and some say it's written by Langston Hughes. But check that poem out. I challenge you to remember that poem. And anytime you're going through any challenges in life, just say that to yourself. I promise you, you're going to get through it. Man, you can follow me on all social media outlets: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Just type in DrayTha, Google it, and you'll be able to find my whole story on the first page. That's what it is, man. Well, signing out, guys. DrayThaDrummer, the boy E.Gray, 36 Unfiltered. Cue that exit, baby. Let's go. We out. Okay.
E36 Unfiltered, aka the Unfiltered Room with Mr. E.Gray. Introducing all the latest names in the latest news. Hottest take, he the new face, yeah, the new sound, but keep it old school. Raw interviews from local athletes, even digging off and entertainment too. Own style, he got his own lane, it's unfiltered out, we keep it raw, man. New content to keep the people ready. E36, no Jerome, baby, it's real dialogue and real conversations, you keep it real.